Not a Monster by Claudia Guadalupe Martinez, illustrated by Laura Gonzalez. Not a monster. In the murky waters of a canal, at the edge of a ciudad that was once a great empire, sits an egg. Inside that egg is a rare thing, a so-called water monster, but it is not a monster. Eyes, a mouth, a tail, and long fins form. 3 pairs of branchias rojas take shape. It hatches, but it is still not a monster. It is a tadpole that swims under La Luna Blanca. It sprouts patas grises that stretch out into the water. These 4 limbs are long, with thin toes. Then its color darkens. It is un rayo negro that flashes by. It escapes the hungry carpe amarilla that eats everything in sight. It is safe. It looks for food among the roots of los lirios rosados. It feasts on insects and small fish that it finds among the water lilies. It rests under La Chinampa Verde, a floating garden. It is now full grown, but it is still not a monster. It is an axolotl, a salamander that will never lose its gills and fins like other salamanders. A second axolotl swims close by. Its tail points up. It nudges. This is a mating dance. The next morning, the not a monster clings to una casacara café, the piece of bark where it lays its eggs. A couple of amigos row their chalupa morada along the water. They search with eager eyes, guided by the stories their abuelos have told them. The abuelos say the canals were once a great lago azul, with water so blue it was hard to tell where the lake ended and the sky began. The abuelos say one day the Aztec god of monstrous things jumped into the lake and became an axolotl. The abuelos say axolotls thrived in those waters. As the years passed, people polluted the canales. The axolotls began to disappear. And when the last sol anaranjado sets and the creatures are gone, it will be the end of paradise. The amigos return day after day to clean the water. Neighbors help them clear the overgrowth of water lilies and other weeds. They fish out plastic bags and bottles. One day, one of the amigos points. Huevos de ajolote! There is a burst of life as the eggs begin to hatch. The axolotls have not disappeared yet. There is hope for paradise. Maybe that is why the axolotl smiles. The word axolotl is associated with the Aztec god of monstrous things. While the word means water monster in the indigenous language of Nahuatl, the axolotl is also sometimes called a water dog or Mexican walking fish. The axolotl is actually a salamander. Many other kinds of salamanders undergo metamorphosis as they mature, losing their gills, developing eyelids, and growing larger lungs. The larvae of axolotls grow into adults without metamorphosis. They remain gilled, keeping other juvenile features like larval skin and fins. Unlike those other salamanders who return to the water only to lay their eggs, adult axolotls are aquatic, although they do have small lungs. Axolotls are commonly bred in captivity. Many people keep axolotls as pets. They are often used in scientific research because they breed easily in captivity and can regrow body parts. Unfortunately, axolotls are endangered in their natural habitat, the canals in Mexico City. Their biggest threats are invasive fish species and humans, who pollute the water in multiple ways. Local residents illegally dump raw sewage, and treated water that contains heavy metals is pumped into the canals from nearby communities. You can help by supporting the cleanup of the axolotl's natural habitat through various organizations. Another way to help is to spread the word to your friends, family, school, and community about why it's so important to protect wild axolotls. The end.